Hari sounds hari. Sounds hari.
Oh, okay.
All right. Okay.
Today, the most important problem is the crisis of the United People's Front because it is divided between Maithripala faction and Mahinda Rajapaksa faction. Actually, the mistake is that the president allowed this to develop. He could have stopped this by not allowing Mahinda faction to the fascist faction identified earlier to contest in the UPTA because he is the head of the party. As the head of the party, he could have stopped. And in fact, by allowing Mahinda to come in, then also asking his loyal people to work with Mahinda in the election, create a big crisis. They had to work with Mahinda's fascist policies, and they have to come out and say that they don't agree with that. At the same time, they have to work within the same election campaign. And also, President Maitri avoided any election contact with the group while the election was going on, and there was no leadership for that faction, Maitri faction within the UPT, the People's Alliance, and that became a tragedy. In the end, many of the followers of Maitri suffered because of that, because the fascist faction really harassed them, and in many areas their program, their fascist type activities created problems for Maithripala's followers. So in the end, Maithripala had to give all appointments for the national list of their party to people who got defeated, and thereby allow them to enter parliamentary politics. I think as a step to rectify the mistake, it is good. There is nothing else they could have done. So therefore, any moral and ethical argument for that is irrelevant. Most ethical, moral problem is defeat of fascism, fascist type activities. For that, any action should be taken. It's a fight for civilized life and barbarism. In a situation like that, other arguments of moral principles are irrelevant, and what he had done is, at the moment, we have to accept, while we condemn his strategy of working together with Mahinda Rajapaksa faction. Now in this election, Mahinda Rajapaksa faction got not more than 25 lakhs of votes, because they got only a fraction of 40 lakhs given to the front. So that starting from 58 lakhs, Rajapaksa got in the presidential election, we find that fascistic elements got vastly isolated in this election. People have voted against them, even though they have not voted for the UNP-led front. Then UNP-led front plus Maitri's faction from the People's Front put together in the present attempt to form a government. That will be that is possible, and it will come. It looks like they are coming together, and they have come to an agreement to work together. This is some kind of capitalist coalition, big coming together of the major capitalist parties. But in addition, the support of federal party is also there, because federal party got all these votes, and it became a dominating factor in the north and east, because the people there, the Tamil people and the Muslim people, are oriented towards Ranil and Maitri, and they wanted to get a solution to the problem during this period. So in the coming period, they want something to happen, and substantial change they are expecting from this government. Therefore, we can't say Federal Party is the party of the opposition. They are also prepared to work together with the alliance that is forming at the moment. Then the other parties, the Janata Vimutti, it has taken a dubious position, as I said before. Even though they pretended to be a social democratic radical party, non-racist, but in the recent past, toward the end of the tail end of the election, they came out with racist utterances in relation to the Federal Party claim for Federalist government. Thereby, they lost large number of votes, and that could be seen by the just minimum expansion of their vote bank. And they have got, instead of 3 MPs, now they have got 6 MPs, but that is not what they expected. They expected around 20 parliamentarians at least. So that in this situation, it is clear the opposition is mind the faction. Then they should be allowed to function separately, either by allowing the United People's Front the name and the structure to them, or asking them to form a party with the collection of these fascistic elements within the parliament. Then they should be allowed to function as the opposition. And now at the moment, Maitri has appointed Professor Varnapala as the People's Front Secretary. I think it is incorrect, because he was with us when in the campus days. He was a communist and he's a left-oriented man, and I don't think he's suitable for the secretaryship of UPT, or the People's Front, which is totally dominated by this fascistic element. Mahinda Rajapaksa, then Dinesh Gunawardena, Vimal Weerarangsa, then Vasudeva also got into that, and the characters, all these got together, and they want to function as separate group. So let them function. They can appoint somebody like Bengamin Alaka, or Nalin Silla, or Gunadasa Amarasekar, Dr. Gunadasa Amarasekar, or Dr. Professor Nalin Silla. These are the people who are giving ideology of fascism to these leaders, so they can get together and function and see what will happen and what the people will, reaction of the people to such politics.
Right.